Right guys, Dan Hendriksen here. We are at Torquay Golf Club. Bit of investigational work today. I have got some tees in my hand and I've got these for a driver. So I've got a blue tee, a white tee, a pink tee and an orange tee, all different in their heights. Now, I'm going to bring in Lee to do this experiment with me with his driver because I will react quite a lot when I get a different tee height in front of me, and I just want to see what happens to Lee, see what he kind of does when he has different tee heights in front of him, but also what happens to the numbers. I want to see if there's any difference obviously in the way he's attacking the golf ball and how that affects his driver when he hits it. This might be a good one for a lot of you out there because I see so many people using tee heights that maybe are slightly wrong for them, and hopefully these results might be able to sort of nudge you in the right direction. Let's get Lee to hit some shots for us. Okay, orange tee height to start us off with, Lee.
High.
That is quite high, yeah. You normally use a... Pink height.
Yeah, pretty pink.
Okay, so we're going to get you to hit 5 shots with each particular height, and we're going to look at the numbers and obviously chat with you about it as we kind of go through it as well.
Okay.
Right, Lee, let's see it. 5 shots with the orange tee to get us going with.
This is high, Dan.
Get that releasing. Okay, good strike to kick you off with. That's a very good strike, isn't it? How did that feel?
Like pured.
Pured, was it?
Yeah, that was pured, that one. That was perfect.
Certainly hitting a few bombers out there with that one, Lee.
I think we found our new tee height, Dan.
Yeah. First outing. Okay, orange tee. What did it make you feel like you had to do? Did you adjust at all as you were trying to hit that shot? Did it make you hit in any way?
It didn't. I just hit my normal shot, but because it's higher, I was hitting more up on it, so it's hitting higher on the face, which is kind of where you kind of want to be with the driver, which is why it was flying out there.
Okay, so let's just get it right. So did you feel like you were trying to hit up on it more because it was teed up?
No, I was just hitting normally.
Or did you feel like it was striking higher in the face?
Felt like it was striking higher. I didn't change for the tee.
Okay.
I just hit my normal swing, but it felt like I was hitting more up on it.
Right, let's go to your tee now, which is the pink tee. Pink tee, feeling more comfortable to you, Lee?
Feels low. It actually feels low now.
Does it?
Yeah. God knows what them white and blues are going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels more comfortable, but just low.
First shot felt pretty good, sounded pretty good.
It felt
just
better.
Turning over on us slightly, that one, but
yeah,
still
it just felt more middled.
Yeah, that's still a very good hit though. I mean, you'd take that shot, wouldn't you, on the golf course?
Yeah, but noticeable difference in spin. It's like the best I've got with that tee.
So that's 5 shots with the pink tee.
Yep.
Are you, even though this is your most comfortable tee, or should we say the tee that you've used the most, how is that differing now from the orange tee?
I don't like it. It feels.
Found a nice one in the orange, haven't you?
I just feel really restricted now.
Okay.
Like in height, although I'm not changing the swing, I feel like it's too low. I feel like I can't hit up on it. But the swing I don't feel is changing. Just in my head, that's the feeling I'm getting, is I can't hit up on this ball anymore.
Okay, and do you feel like the strike is moving in the location?
Yeah, it's all over the place now because
it's all over the place.
Yeah,
so you're reacting to it being a slightly bit lower.
Subconsciously, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to put the same swing on it every time.
Well, unfortunately, we're only going lower, so we're going to go white now.
Amazing.
Okay, white tees. Here we go.
Dan, this is not.
Yeah, this looks quite low to you now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, decent strike, Lee. Left it out there a little bit.
I feel like I can't rotate through it.
Struggling to rotate through the shot a little bit.
It just feels wrong. I feel like I've got to hit down on it. Although I'm not trying to, I feel like I've got to hit down on it, because if I hit up on it, it's coming out of here.
Okay. Talk to me about the white tee.
Don't like it. It just feels all kind of wrong. No.
I mean, you even had a little drop kick in there at one stage, which we'll talk about those numbers in a minute, but you're not liking that at all?
No, it feels uncomfortable. Feels just wrong. It feels like I'm hitting down on it. adding too much spin. I don't like it.
Okay. Let's, the last one now is a little extreme and probably not designed for modern equipment, but we'll give it a go.
Okay.
Lee, we have the blue tee teed up. That is looking like more 3-wood, isn't it, than...
I think I'm going to miss it.
Okay, well let's just see how it goes, alright? Don't try and change anything, just let's see how you get on with that particular move, alright? With that tee.
This, Dan, it's on you.
Yeah, just make sure you try and make contact.
Oh, absolutely.
Good hit, but leaking off to the right hand side there, Lee. Hard work.
I don't like that.
You've got 4 more shots with that.
Thanks. Ground it. That's the issue.
Little dropper.
Yeah.
A little dropper.
Don't like it.
Don't like the blue tee at all.
Even remotely.
Right, should we look at the numbers?
Yes.
Right, Lee. These are the numbers.
Okay.
Just so everyone's aware, this orange tee is a 49mm tee, 39mm in the pink, 29 in the white, and 19mm in the blue. All right?
Yeah.
So if we look at the way in which the orange tee is performing, you're hitting up on the ball by 8.7 degrees. So you're hitting up on it quite nicely. Your strike position, which is down here look, on the right hand side, you're an average of 14mm high up on the face and 7mm in the toe. If we look at the ball data, you're spinning it at 1500 revs on an average, so very low, but an average carry of 300 yards.
Bomb ball.
Like proper bomb ball kind of stuff that you're getting out of it. If we then go to the pink tee, which is the one you feel that is your most comfortable coming into this test, you're now 3mm low in the face and 4mm in the heel. So you've moved quite a bit. You've moved quite a bit in there, and you're hitting up on the ball by 1 degree less. So 7.7 compared to 8.7. If we look at your ball data, we've got 3,800 spin, so very much a higher spin out of that, and that's because the fact that you're hitting it a little bit low and a little bit in the heel of the club, and then carries drop down significantly down to 259 yards on an average. Yes, you've still got the one in there at 282, but a lot further down than what you're getting in the orange.
Consistent, like 305, 395, 303.
Fantastic. Orange tee, absolutely superb, the way you were delivering it into it. Then we move into the white data. Still 4mm low, so a little bit lower than what you were getting out of the pink one. Still managing to deal with it, getting it more into the toe. But look at now the drop again. So you're hitting up on the ball by 6.9. So you've gone down again by nearly another degree. Okay, and if we look at the ball data, now the spin again is up at 3,600, and again you've lost even more yardage by spinning it, by hitting it 246 on an average. Again, 1 or 2 in there quite poor, but there's still 265 in there, but way down from what you're getting out of the orange. Yeah. If we then go into the blue tee, now you're 11 mil low, so really quite low and getting it a bit toey. So you're trying to work this club as best you can. Yeah. Now there's a 7.9 angle of attack. Now I'm going to take out the last one because it was a complete drop kick which would throw it off. So you've bounced into the ball, which has kicked it at 13.5. But again, you've come down by another 0.4 in your launch of, or trying to deliver angle of attack into the ball. So all the time your angle of attack is going from here to down to down to down as you're reacting to the tee that I put in front of you. Now spin, look at that, 4,212 average on the spin, and again down to 247 yards on an average carry, very similar to what you're getting out of the white. So with that data, a massive difference as you're working down, and massively different obviously how you're feeling as well, because there's a massive shift here. Even though I'm trying to keep, you did really well. You tried not to react to what the tee was doing. You were trying to.
I felt like I needed to.
I would have reacted more than you because I just would. I don't know. I just would have reacted to these tees and started hitting down on it a lot more. But you were still actively trying to hit up on it with all those tees, which is great. But which one are you going to choose moving forward?
it has to be that.
That was very impressive.
You know,
the numbers and the flight you were getting with that was very,
it has
very
to be
impressive.
that. But what worries me is the spin.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's at 1.5. Yeah, it's a great bomb ball, but if it goes wrong, it's going really, really wrong, really, really quickly.
Potentially, yeah.
I'd like somewhere in the middle. Do they do like a 44?
Well, no, but you can do that yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you buy a bag of tees, you know, the wooden tees, and create your own.
What's interesting, what I found interesting is the old cliches that come out is in the wind, tee it lower. If I used any of those in the wind, I'm not hitting 200 yards, I'm ballooning it up, and I'm producing 6,000 spin. Arguably,
you need to tee it higher into wind.
Full wind, and that's
take the spin off the ball. It won't balloon on you.
And that's because of like loft, isn't it? You know, you've got the ball high, you're hitting up on it, and your dynamic loft is a lot better.
Well, you're just launching it. It's a lower spin. The higher up the face you go, you're going to produce less spin. It's going to launch it a bit higher. It's obviously it goes up in loft as you go further up the face.
Yeah.
So you're launching it higher and spinning it lower, which is what a driver is kind of designed to do, really.
And it's orange.
And it's orange. But yeah, what you've got to do now, Lee, is you've got to just find a happy medium. I don't really think you should be using pink tees.
Well, arguably,
or plastic tees. I think you just need to find those wooden tees and try and find a height that's going to sort of work for you.
Well, I think I like that height, and I like the way the ball came off with that. Arguably, when my new driver arrives, if I put the weight at the back instead of at the front, that could pick the spin up to where it needs to be with that adjustability. So it's some toying to do. Yeah,
absolutely. But was that a bigger change to you? Now you've done the experiment, was that a bigger noticeable change from what you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, I thought this was going to, you know, sky up loads of spin and just be completely wrong and roof the driver. Yeah. And I knew what this was going to do. Yeah. I didn't think it'd spin as much as it did. I just thought everything would be thinned. Yeah. But yeah, I need to make the shift.
So there you go. There's a little insight into tee heights. Now, I think tee heights are as important as any other club in your golf bag. You know, having an understanding of your tee height is really, really going to change the way in which you deliver that club. Now, this is something that I think you should go and have a little chat with your PGA Pro with, or someone who fits clubs. Definitely getting you the numbers that are going to sort of give you an idea of what that ball is going to do with the different tee heights. Get out there and give it a go. Speak to one of the guys at your golf club or close to you where a golf club is. Get on the TrackMan, get on the quad, whatever it is. Get the numbers of what you get from tee heights. A really, really important experiment for you to do back home. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. As always, stay safe, and we'll catch up with you again soon.